And welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host for this evening, and it's going down. And for those who don't know what Dragon Sports is the show for you. I cover music from local artists, unsigned artists. As long as you unsigned, I got you. I can cover you all. I even cover sports. Right now, we're going to have that NBA playoff push that's going on right now. It's a good battle in there. Some teams 2-0. Some teams want the series is tied 1-1. We also got major league struggles with the Boston Red Sox. And our very own Carlos Zambrano is trying to make his way back into baseball. But we also got that football, as in people are making surprising, putting dents in Super Bowl trophy, and rock with me and find out who that person is. We all know we can take a guess and take a swing of it. But until then, like I said, let me support my local artists. Here is Dead Fetters, with me here on Dragon Sports Live. Check it out.
tune in to the hottest show for music and sports talk. This is Dragon Sports Live.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, we getting ready to get hot and heavy with these topics today. And y'all know how I mentioned before how someone put a dent in that trophy. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys know who that person is. It is Rob Gronkowski. He was at the Boston Red Sox game and decided to use the trophy as a baseball bat. Now there's a huge baseball bat on tonight's latest trophy addition to the New England Patriots. But hey, that's Gronk for you. He'll be Gronk. He's still going to be silly. The man also wanted to do his commencement ceremony at the University of Wisconsin winging it. He didn't want to use a teleprompter. He didn't want to use none of that. He just wanted to go all out, straight into it. And they basically shut him down and said, no, you can't do that. But speaking of the Patriots, though, they did add some new additions to their receiving corps. You got Demaryius Thomas now, who are boasting that giving more to the receiving corps that you already have. Edelman, Hogan, just to name a few, Dorsett. So they got a pretty decent receiving corps. Now the real question is, what will happen come draft? Are you going to draft the quarterback of the future? Are you going to just draft needs and get a quarterback in free agency? You don't know what will happen, so we're going to find out. Draft is right around the corner. It's it's a week away now. And I'm game because I want to see who's going to get that number, what the Cardinals going to do with the number one pick. That's what I want to see. I want to see what's going down. I want to see who's going where. We got a lot of good candidates that's in this draft this year. One being Kyler Murray, other one Dwayne Hopkins. That's just to name two, of some of the top quarterbacks that's in the draft. What the Bears gonna do? Since they tight end Zach Miller announced his retirement the other day, and he hasn't played since 2017 when he injured his leg against the Saints. And he also had 9 surgeries to repair the dislocated leg. Miller played 7 years in NFL, catching 146 passes for 1,631 yards and 15 TDs. So it's sad to see him not be able to get on the field, but Miller's will be missed on the field, but he's involved on the field and off the field. So even if he retired, I got a feeling he may become a special advisor to the Bears or something, or a special advisor for some team, because he dwells in looking at films. He dwells at doing the worst. But on top of that, the Bears have signed another kicker to their fold. They signed Elliott Fry. Now they have 3 kickers in the fold. Not one, but 3 kickers. So it's basically, they already started their voluntary workouts and pre-training for the offseason right now. And so now it's a competition, like who's going to be the kicker come the regular season. Now I can, I'm going to break down and give y'all stats of these 3 kickers. 3 of them never played in NFL games. So that's another shocker. One came from the AFF, which now declared bankruptcy, and the others are college undrafted kickers that tried out with the team but didn't make it. So it's going down then. Like, I want to know who's going to be that starting kicker, who's going to be kicking field goals. But one thing I could say, all these kickers are better than Cody Parkey on average coming out of college. Which, that's a good thing. It's better than having Parkey missing 43 yards or 38 yards donking it off the goalpost. So that is a definite good thing. But, so to name these kickers, we got Elliott Fry. right? He is the latest addition, so we'll start with him first. And like I said, he came from the AFF. When he was with the AFF, he attempted 2 field goals and made them both. His long was 37. Actually, his longest was 44, but looking at his AFF stats, he's way better. He's 100% in his AF stats right now. He's way better than Parkey, right? And he's the all-time leading scorer for South Carolina, all-time points leader, which also is better than Cody Parkey. Now, this is Elliott Fry that they just signed. So, that's one. Then we got Chris Blewett, which, don't blow it, because you will be blowing it. He hasn't played it NFL or AFF, so extra points attempted, he has made 198 out of 204. Good 97% of your field goals he made. Cool. Field goal percentage is 69%. So, it's somewhat, it's alright, somewhat better than good old, somewhat good old, better than Cody Parkey's, maybe. But we don't know. Let's wait to preseason. Preseason is going down. You'll know then. And we also have Refford Jones, who also is signing with them. And he made 169 field goal extra points on 172 tries. His longest, let me find out what his longest is. But better than Parkey. Hey, Blue Lady. How you doing? So I do have people, like, I'm streaming this simultaneously on my YouTube page as well as my business and personal page on Facebook, as well as ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. So I'm everywhere. And with that being said, if you are an artist, send your music to me. Preferably the clean version, if you got it. And send it to dragonjumppro@gmail.com. I will listen to it. If I'm vibing to it, best believe I'm going to put it in my playlist. Because it's my way of supporting you guys to get more people to buy your songs and to get more people to hear your songs. So, send those music to me if you got them. If you need a beat, I got you. I can probably whip up a beat for you. I probably can do what it is for you. With that being said, it's what I do. Being here, being able to do this show is an awesome thing. But let me get back to the sports, though. Russell Wilson just became the top paid NFL player with his contract extension. Big up to him. And he literally gave a deadline. Yes, I can, Chris. Yes, I can. He gave him a deadline basically saying, y'all have to Monday night, basically Tuesday morning, midnight, to come up with a decision, or I'm going somewhere else. They dropped that decision so quick. It was like the road runner came in town and left, and then came back in town. So, yeah. Big ups to Russell Wilson getting a contract, and he's staying with the Seahawks. Great quarterback. He can throw, he can run. But I think that's because of the combination of he played baseball too, like Kyler Murray is trying to do, and like Primetime was trying to do. So, Primetime did it. Kyler Murray can do it. Russell Wilson can even do it too. Yeah. Big ups for that. The San Diego... Oh, wait. Yeah, he can jump somewhat. He ain't like Saquon Barkley jumping over people and just keep running. But he can jump a little bit. He ain't dunking or nothing, but, you know, he stick to those two sports, baseball and football. That's what it be. Chargers are set to wear the powder blue as their home jerseys. They went 20-16 with those jerseys on, and 4-0 under Anthony Lynn since he took over the coaching job with those jerseys on. So anytime you have like a jersey that you're doing well with, that you're doing great with. Ooh, excuse me. I knew that was coming. Basketball is coming up in a second. I got you though. I'll talk about that. Yeah. You got to stick with what you do. It's like a superstition. If something's working for you, you keep doing it till somebody stop you. Keep doing it till it breaks. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, if y'all feel lucky with those jerseys being your home jerseys, so be it. So rock them. But I do got more music coming up for y'all on the track. Y'all like how I say on the track, y'all? I know I do. This song is called Plow, and it's by Asha Marie. Check it out. Here on Dragon Sports Live, here on the Chicagoland sportsradio.com station.
I want my refund. I see the bed is empty. Return our native son. Picking cotton made you plenty. My hands have made you filthy rich. Naked, poor, blind, lost inside of you was pity. Full of it, lies that you covered. Tallahatchie snitching on ya. The truth hovered. Pulling pranks in the floating in the riverbanks. Wouldn't bank on you gloating over his remains. Chicago's future, snatched by his accuser. Given to a living, unforgiving child abuser. A whistle brought a pistol to the temple. It was simple, his initials on his ring. Only ID that was seen, ugly scene. How can I keep plowing and miss the funeral? Emmett is a witness to heaven, is something beautiful. To make me, I keep tilling till Jesus bring racial healing. Bad weeds can't destroy a little black boy's joy. Dying from the ground, your hands on fire. Drowned by the sound, no, we can't give up now. Blood crying from the ground, fear drowned by the sound. Keep your hand on the plow, no, we can't give up now. 1955 is no different from these present day things. A black youth was shot today to be televised for all the blacks to see. 12-year-old Samir Rice playing with a gun outside a rec center. The gun turned out to be fake, and he was shot to death by a rookie police officer who says that he thought it was real. Baby steady down and parents grind, cause they burying the young ones in the ground year round. Marching on this land to stand for grands and grants, cause they stood for us, they could hardly move around. What happened to the love? What happened to the peace? We used to be close, this fire need to cease. Forget the burner, put it in the furnace with all that other nonsense. You selling on the beat, burn the heat and the news too. 24/7 lives are getting pretty crucial. Tragedy actors are doing crimes that we used to. Who do we call? When do we pray? Where do we look to? Get on your knees, call on his name, it's pretty simple. That's what the saints do. Mangle, don't be a fool and get your brains blue. That ain't cool. This is the generation now. You should never tap out. We never gonna stop. Keep your hands on the plow.
Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. She said, open the casket so everybody sees this. Look how he was beaten. Look how he was treated. A sore for sight, eyes too much for the screen. But in 20-something teen, we still don't believe it. Got strong from every meal that my mama fed. Wisdom in her words, I could feel what my mama said. Mama's burying sons, another son is dead. Wish I could catch every tear that my mama shed. Fist lips, hips, afros, and dark hair. Underground railroad, Rosa Park there. A queen in the field, Lord knows it's not fair. yeah. Black girl magic, life's known to start there. From sugar to spicy, daily and nightly. The world on the shoulders with a kid on her right knee, taking on life's lemons, adding it to her iced tea. While Mahalia Jackson singing spirituals in the right key.
The heart crying from the ground, your hand on fire. They're drowned by the sound, no, we can't give up now. Blood crying from the ground, they're drowned by the sound. Your hand on the plow, no, we can't give up now.
Put this in your mental, we can take over the world together. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. You can hit my line whenever. Oh, it starts right here and it ends in heaven. Girl, you know you're queen and I'm king forever. I know the real, I see inside you, in search of true love. They still trying to find you. I can't define you. Talking about heaven's how I describe you. I see you when we do whatever we got time to. All along, all the time, yeah. Put this in your mental. We can take over the world together. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. You can hit my line whenever. Oh, it starts right here, but it ends in heaven. Girl, you know you're queen and I'm king forever. King forever, king forever, king forever, king forever. Girl, you know you're queen and I'm king forever. King forever, king forever, king forever, king forever, king forever. When you say come, I'm gon' pull up. Stupid for your love, over time I'll get gooder. If I ever go away, I'll come back and you'll be right where I left you. Waiting for my love, I just wanna give it to you. Put this in your mental, we can take over the world together. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. You can hit my line whenever. Oh, it starts right here, but it ends in heaven. Girl, you know you're queen and I'm king forever.
You tune in to the hottest show for music and sports talk. This is
Chicagoland Sports Radio is your home for all of the latest Chicago sports news. CSR is not only the home to the most entertaining and informative shows in Chicago, but covers all of the top college and high school games as well. Big guests and bigger personalities. This is your home for the greatest debates in sports. Broadcasting live from State Street in the South Loop. For all of the news, analysts, and interviews to keep you informed, log on to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com to listen live. Chicagoland Sports Radio. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
What you doing? Don't eat that sandwich during the game.
Why not?
That sandwich is cursing unsportsmanlike. It will cause the Sox to lose.
What do you mean?
Sandwiches is not a sports food to eat.
Huh? Then what should I eat?
Get yourself some boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. You have the choice from sweet to blazing sauce. When you eat Buffalo Wild Wings, you can make any team you support win.
Really now?
Try these spicy wings from Buffalo Wild Wings and watch the Sox win. Now watch and be amazed of what happens.
Those are really tasty. And the Sox really did win.
Yep. See? Told you. Best way to do it is with Buffalo Wild Wings. Can't go wrong with wings. The best sports food in the world. Stop at your local store or go into your local Buffalo Wild Wings. Grab your boneless wings today. Anytime, anywhere, any place. Get the Buffalo Wild Wings. And be amazed at what happens.
Lights, camera, action.
Hey there, I'm Dante Payne. I
I am the founder and CEO of Dragon Jump Productions. Dragon Jump Productions specializes in media production based in Chicago. We offer services in graphic design, photography, as well as videography. We also work with models as well. So if you got an idea for a photo shoot or you need to be branded, let us help you make your brand. Dragon Jump Productions will claw their way into stardom by making you look great. So if you want to book that next photo shoot with Dragon Jump Productions, reach out to dragonjumppro@gmail.com or call 773-892-4514. Again, that's dragonjumppro@gmail.com or call 773-892-4514. Let us take you and make you great. Book now with Dragon Jump Productions. Have you ever struggled in the middle of your workout or practice? Have you ever struggled in the midst of a sporting event? Have you ever struggled just by doing normal things throughout your day? They say refuel with plain water to get throughout the day.
What?
Newsflash, water just does not cut it. You need electrolytes and vitamins B and C, as well as other natural energies to get through the day. So instead of drinking plain water, grab yourself electrolyting, taste-fine, thirst refresher vitamin water to get you through any hump or bump in the road. So go grab that thirst refresher vitamin water today. Let that power your day, your workout, as well as your game. Let it start your body up like a race car engine. Go ahead and go get a vitamin water today, and let's drop that plain old water to the side.
You tune in to the hottest show for music and sports talk. This is Dragon Sports Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. And if you're just tuning in, I'm Dante Payne, your lovely host this evening. Oh, and while we was on the subject NFL, let's talk about minor league football. Basically, the AFF is now filing for petition Chapter 7 bankruptcy. You know what that means? They went under, and that's why you got a lot of the AFF players trying to get with teams. That's why we end up getting a kicker from the AFF who's better than Cody Parkey. Just as I was saying. But they basically, the AFF got three class lawsuits against them right now. And it's like, you got to give the money back. You got to pay debts. You got to do it all. How I said all. They doing that. But on top of that, the XFL is set to make a debut next year in 2020. And we have Chicago's former coach, Mark Trestman, as one of the head coaches in the XFL. So I'm curious to see how that will run, since this will be his second run-in. And it, like I said, it's back. And it's basically gives something to look forward to as far as when regular NFL season is, or if they go at the same time. Hey, I'm going to be watching sports all day. That's what I like to do anyway. Sports, news, and anime, and listen to music. That's the best way to roll. That's the best way to go about a day. You work out, you listen to music. When you sleep, you can listen to music sometimes, but it depends on you. So, that's it about that, but let's get into some baseball, baby. So, the New York Yankees had James Paxton lead the Yankee wins over the struggling Boston Red Sox. But the Yankees are kind of shorthanded because you lost Greg Bird, you lost Aaron Hicks, you lost Stanton, Miguel, and Gary Sanchez. But they currently sit in the AL East with 7-9. Now, so much for the Boston Red Sox, though. Mr. Former White Sox, Chris Sale, he's struggling. He 0 for 4. And a lot of people's like, he's at a stinky start. His ERA, which is earned pitches allowed, or I should say earned runs allowed, is at 9. You don't want to be in double digits with an ERA of 9. You want to be like 0.52, 0.1. You don't want to be like 10. Because that means you burning bridges under you. The bridge that was under you, you didn't let that on fire just trying to walk across it. Because you not hot, sir. You cold. So you need to get your act together. And you 0-4 in the start of the season. And the Boston Red Sox are 2 games better than the Marlins, who normally stink at times. But that's not like you. Like, where's this, World Series team at? Y'all need to wake up. Get y'all game on. Get y'all head in the game or change y'all pitcher, because it's not working out right now with Chris Sale. So y'all gotta go a different route for right now. With them, as I was saying, they need to go a different route. They did re-sign catchers Sandy Leon and Blake Skierhart from double Class A spring ball league, the minor leagues. But, that's neither here nor there. But Chicago, also another Chicago's very own, Carlos Zambrano is launching his comeback season with the Chicago Dogs. Now, many people know Carlos. He was a good pitcher for the Cubbies, y'all know. But on top of that, he was also known for throwing them hands, though, too. And another thing about the Chicago Dogs, that's one of the proud sponsors of Illinois Media School, which is where this show has been broadcast from, here at the Chicagoland Sports Radio.com station, a.k.a. CSR. But like I said, he's launched his comeback season, and he was like, if Tiger can do it, I can do it. I forgot who he referenced to, but he was like, if he can pitch till he was 45, so can I. And he still looks in excellent shape. Like, he was in Miami at the Cubs game when they was going against the Marlins, and it was like, he looked like he's in the best of shape. So, like I said, if he can do it, I can do it. And I love that motivation. Like, come back, do something that you love. Like, he went to Venezuela, and that's where he realized, like, I want to come back to baseball. He was playing in his native, that's where he's from, and he realized he wanted to come back. So he was like, let me do it. But the fact that you came back to Chicago and joined Chicago Dogs, meaning you love this city. You want to rep this city. That's the best way to roll. Now, I wish it can help the Cubs and Sox right now, because they're both currently sitting at 7-9 right now. So both teams having rocky starts. Cubs is starting to wake up a little bit. Sox is, struggling. But y'all get back in there. Just get y'all hit in the game. And don't give up. And if y'all want current scores right now, we have the Boston Red Sox against the Yankees. Boston is currently leading 3-0 right now against the Yankees in the top of the 4th with 1 out. So, can y'all do it? Can y'all get it? Cubs, update on the Sox. Sox are now 7-10 because they lost to Kansas City Royals today 4-3. But what a good game. And it looked like a brawl also broke out in that game as well. Cubs are playing the Marlins right now, and that's 1-0 in middle of the second. So that's what's going on right now in that world of Major League Baseball. Wish I had a home run sound. I probably got one, but I'll check it out later. Right now, let me drop a little bit more musical love to our local artists on the track. And I feel like it's a perfect segue for what's coming up next. We're going to break down these playoffs and talk about from day one to now and what's going on tonight. So with that being said, let's play Independent Winner here on Dragon Sports Live. Check it out. Here's Independent with Winner. Get it.
Yeah. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold. And honestly should roll with the winner. When I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold. And honestly should roll with the winner. When I roll with the winner. Yeah, roll with it. I be surrounded by the ones that make me better. I got all the groupies, but I gotta put the bread first. Keep my circle small, I trust everyone I be around. But everybody knows that it be lit whenever we around. Party in the club with the ice on. Turning up to my song, even when the lights on. If you are fake, use a snake like a python. Get from up around me, cause I was taught the right from wrong. Hi, hello, you should be my glow. Look at how I glow, look at how I glow. Yeah, my mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I roll with the winner. When I roll with. You wish you was me, but you ain't used to me. I put in that work, but working ain't your thing. No, we can relate. I got money on my plate. You got time on your plate. I don't got time, get out my face. I'm always chasing the bank, chasing the bank. Yeah. You better stay in your place. Don't get a case. Yeah. They don't want beef with a legend. I get the steak. Yeah. I can party, but it won't take me out my space. Yeah. Hi, hello. You should be my glow. Look at how I glow. Look at how I glow. Yeah, my mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner.
Evan.
Put in that work, but working ain't your thing. No, we can relate. I got money on my plate. You got time on your plate. I don't got time, get out my face. I'm always chasing the bank. Chasing the bank, yeah. You better stay in your place. Don't get a case, yeah. They don't want beef with a legend. I get the steak, yeah. I can party, but it won't take me out my space, yeah. Hi, hello, you should be my glow. Look at how I glow. Look at how I glow. Yeah, my mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I 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 roll with. My mama told me I should never fall. You different and you cold, and honestly should roll with the winner. When I roll with the winner. When I roll with it.
You tune in to the hottest show for music and sports talk. This is Dragon Sports Live.
Welcome back to Dragon Sports Live, everybody, here at the Chicagoland Sports Radio Station. So, before we get to playoffs, how would the fans, the true sports fans of Chicago feel if we got Derrick Rose back? I'm curious for that, because I'm in tune for it. Because if you look at, like, who our backup point guards are, you get a what? Like, don't get me wrong, Ryan Arcidiacono is good defensive player, but he's not a scoring guard. So, like, when, like, he'll have his good games where he do score, give you like 10 to 12. But he's not a scoring guard. Like, when he's in the game, he's looking to pass most of the time. And like I said, he does have his good moments, but I'm all for it. If they decide to get Rose back, they give us another backup point guard in case Dunn is not healthy and he gets hurt. They give us another point guard. Now Rose didn't really have too many major injuries where he was sidelined. The only thing he had was a sprained ankle, and him and Kirby is known for spraining ankles a lot, and so am I. But that's pretty much all he had. But while he was with the T-Wolves, he was giving you 18 points a game off the bench. So I'm in tune for him coming back, and it's like he got a new reprieve. He's about basketball. Basketball is what he is. That's what he do. That's why he does the camps. That's why, he doing what he love. So I'm in tune for him coming back. Even though some of the reunions, people coming back to Chicago haven't quite worked out quite well, like Jabari Parker. That was honestly the front office fault because y'all weren't playing the man right. Like, the man can run 1 through 4. And he can also play the 5 depending on what the setup is. So I'm in tune for that. If they decide to go after that, but that depends on what this front office does. Yeah. We're not gonna go in the front office. But we'll see after playoffs. We'll see after draft, since we got all these lovely fresh meat in there. We got Rue Hakamara, we got R.J. Barrett, we got Cam Reddish, we got Zion Williams. Damn, I had a brain fart for a second. We got Guy. So that's just to name a few who declare for the NBA draft already. I'm curious to see where they're going to go and who they're going to fit with. Like, Zion's a big dude, so I can see him playing either the 3 or 4 as far as NBA, because college, you don't really have a set position. Like, for example, R.J. Barrett is slinky for a point guard. Super slinky. So he may be playing the 2 and the 3. Rue Hakamura, he going to be playing the 4 and 5. He can play 3, 4, and 5. And they all can ball. So it's like, I forgot about Ja. Mr. Man Duncan. They predicted him to go to the Phoenix Suns, which if he do, I can actually see him fitting with the Phoenix Suns. Just a simple fact, it gives Booker a point guard, while Booker can focus on being a shooting guard and not being point guard and shooting guard. And if you guys was listening and y'all heard like the jump that something happened over here, sorry about the technical difficulties, but it happens sometimes, So we just got to be cool, keep it going. The show must go on. And like I said, the show must go on. NBA playoffs is here in full effect. It started out last Saturday. And when I say it was crazy, it was crazy. Just a simple fact, like teams like, okay, we had the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Brooklyn Nets, right? I thought the Sixers was going to wipe the floor with the Nets, but then the Nets came to play. And I think they shocked the crowd. It's like playoffs is a whole different team. That regular season team, no, it's a whole different team because these teams haven't, some of these teams haven't been in the playoffs since 2011, 2012. And I'll talk about those teams in a second. But you can't take these teams lightly now. It's a whole different ball game. It's a new beginning. It's beginning for chasing that gold, that championship, that let me get that ring, sir. Extra large with a crop full of diamonds. That's what it was. And how I felt these games was Toronto with Orlando. Now, Orlando has not been in the playoffs since the last time they was in the playoffs, they had Stan Van Gundy. And that was back in 2011. With Dwight Howard in them. So I'm like, wow, y'all ain't been in the playoffs that long. So y'all hungry. Then you got players with playoff experience on the team. DJ Augustine had players, by the way, the Bulls should have kept him. But, every time they get a player for a one-year deal, they tend to let him go because they did the same thing with Nate Robinson, Aaron Brooks, DJ Augustine. Like, just to name a few. Decent guards that we had that was balling, giving us points throughout playoffs and stuff like that. Yeah, they let them go. But, they not in the playoffs. Only one in the playoffs is DJ Augustine right now. And he's been balling. He hit the clutch in the first game. Second game, Raptors woke up. Just like, hold up. We not finna let y'all run us like that. And pounced on them. So it's like, and same thing with the Sixers. Sixers came back. I was like, nah, we finna ball. Like, and on top of that, we had the biggest deficit comeback in NBA postseason history. I gotta cry for this because it's saddening because my Golden State Warriors was up by 31 and they let the Clippers come back and beat them by 4, and I was just like, oh no. I think after a while I was in the fetal position, rocking back and forth with irritation, because when you up 31, you should, like, even if you should have still won that game, not let them come back to win. And it's like, part of that, I think it was, they stopped playing in the third quarter. They wasn't really playing. They wasn't caring. It just was like playing lazy. Durant letting Patrick Beverly getting under his skin, getting in his head where he fouled out. Actually, both of them was fouled out. Getting tough, got a technical foul. And it was just like, this is not the Golden State Warriors team that I know. That I know and love. And I am a Golden State Warriors fan. All the way back when they had Brent Barry, Baron Davis, Jason Richardson, ooh. Tim Hardaway, ooh. You see how you can just name people that just was part of that squad? So I'm a fan of them. But that series, it was tied. And it is going down tonight, too, far as playoffs. So make sure y'all set your TVs. Tell the kids. Turn the game on. Hit the DVR to record. Or if you got y'all phones, like I do, pop open that Xfinity app or whatever channel is on and watch the game. Check it out. It's going down. So we do have the Boston Celtics and the Indiana Pacers facing off right now, and that's on TNT. Then in the second quarter, Boston is down 40-36 right now against the Pacers. And then, later on we got Detroit, Milwaukee, and then Utah, Houston. So these teams are looking to go 2-0 up on the charts. Speaking of 2-0, there's only one team right now that's 2-0. And that's the Portland Trail Blazers, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going to say, well, I'm going to say both sides of this. George and Westbrook had horrible games the first two games. When you go 5 of 28 from three-point range, stop shooting a three. Just go to the basket. Like, if you look at the game, George wasn't even shooting threes. He was like, nah, I'm finna go to the basket. I'm not even finna shoot threes. Westbrook, Westbrook, man. Westbrook, he came up jacking bricks. He was jacking bricks for days. So many bricks and that game was also physical. Like, it was so many foul calls and technical foul calls in that game. It was crazy. You got people tossing with each other. You got Lillard pushing people. McCullough getting into it. It was crazy. But what woke the Blazers up, it all started with the last play before halftime. Lillard driving to the basket, dished the ball out to McCullough. McCullough with the wide open 3 ball all net. And then since then, it was the Trailblazers was running. The Blaze was running. They was on that trail, blazing. Running up and down the court, popping threes. Like, McCullough had finished the night with 33 points, and Dane had finished with 29. So basically, y'all let those two, but you also had Ernest Cantor getting in, grabbing boards, putting buckets back, even though we thought he hurt his wrist for a second. But it's all good. All good. All good in the hood, as they say. But yeah. And then, another good game that's actually going is the Spurs Nuggets game. So I thought the Spurs, because the Nuggets, they have not been in the playoffs since 2012. So they was a little hungry. But the Spurs has been in the playoffs 22 consecutive seasons. And I'll talk more about that in a second. But yeah, Nuggets took a page out of the Clippers playbook and basically rallied back to beat the Spurs the other night, which was a good game. You know who was the hero in that game? His name was Murray. He was literally on the tear. Like, every bucket I seen him hit was like 3-pointers. Basically, pulling up. He had 30, if I'm not mistaken, in that game. And he was going nutty. Actually, I can tell you the exact stats of what he had in that game. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. And we gonna get it cracking. So, Murray. Murray was 8 of 17 from the field after starting 0-8 in the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, he woke up. 3-point range. He was 2 for 3. And he finished that night with 24 points. But then you had Jokic and Paul Millsap with 21 and 20. So, and Morris off the bench with 11. Hey, you only need 4 men to beat a 22 season consecutive playoff appearance Spurs. Don't worry. The next game, they coming for you. It's going to be a whole different ball game. And it's going down. And like I was saying about these teams that had 20... So Spurs, 22 seasons since 98 to now. Warriors is 7 seasons, 13 to now. Rockets is 7 seasons. So it's the Trailblazers 6 seasons. And then, as well as the Raptors. Boston has been in 5 consecutive seasons. So and 4 seasons for the Pacers. Thunder 4 seasons. Bucks 3. Jazz 3. And the Sixers 2. Everybody else, it's their first season in a while in the playoffs. Hey, it happens. But who will be that second team? Actually, the only team that's 2-0 right now is the Trailblazers. Everybody else's season is Trump tied 1-1. So, would it be Milwaukee who's 2-0? Or would it be Houston that's 2-0? If you follow me on my live, drop y'all picks, drop who y'all picking to win those games. Let me know, and I'll get back to you. I'll let you know. I'll give you recaps of those games next week. So until then, this is Dante Payne, the one and only, and you're listening to Dragon Sports Live. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.